What's going on, trucking YouTubes? Today I want to get into the trucking market update, see how the dry vans, the reefers, and the flatbeds have been looking for the past week, see what areas are good, see what areas are bad, and where you need to put your truck to make the most amount of money. Let's start off with the dry vans. This is the prior 8 business days, so let's take a look at the hot market map and see how the dry vans are doing for the last week. As you can see on the hot market map, the dry van market has been down for the last week or two. It's kind of been going down slowly. As you can see by the map, by the blue areas, it's getting a little bit worse. There's still some hot areas, but then when you take a look at the South Dakota market, like a plus 100 load to truck ratio, that does not mean anything. That right there just means a lot of brokers are posting loads, and there's not that many trucks, so the brokers are reposting the same loads over and over again. So this I always tell people, do your research, search the market, search the loads before you send a truck to a market to make sure that you're going into a good market. So I wouldn't trust this one. Then you got Dallas, Fort Worth, plus 78, plus 98. Dallas has been pretty good. The market's been pretty good for a while over there. So I would, consider sending a truck there. If you sit there and you post your truck, you wait, you probably can find a decent load out of there. Laredo market plus 99. Laredo usually heats up around this time of the year. I know a lot of people, make a living. The bread and butter is going down to Laredo and back. At least people that I know in the Chicago area, they do that. And Houston is plus 100 as well. I mean, there is some hot markets for the dry vans if we just keep on looking around. Atlanta plus 99. I know Charlotte's been pretty hot. Greenville, Charlotte plus 100. Florida, definitely keep away from there. The East Coast has been doing all right, plus 81, plus 69, plus 97 Elizabeth. Elizabeth, New Jersey market has been pretty surprising for the last few months because it's been pretty hot. You can get some pretty good loads out of there. So that is surprising, but overall, if you take a look at the map, as you can see, the dry-ins are not looking the best right now. They definitely were picking up, and they just dived, the last few weeks. So it's not good because I do drive-in, so I expect them to do a lot better. So as always, just make sure research, search markets before you send your trucks there. If you want to send your truck, say, to Atlanta, just search the loads there before sending your truck there. Search on the day of when your truck was allegedly supposed to be there. So that way you can see how the loads are looking, how many there are, what they're paying, what markets they're going, and so on. So as you can see, the drive-ins are not that great. Hopefully they pick up here soon. March, is usually when stuff starts rolling, starts picking up a little bit. So hopefully in the next month or two, we'll see an increase in drive-ins. Now we're looking at the flatbeds, and the flatbeds have absolutely been on a rampage lately. If you take a look at the flatbeds down south, it's just been hot for the longest, few months for sure. Everything down here is plus 100. I'm sure some of these markets, like I said, search them, but overall, if you keep your flatbed in the south, I think you'll be making pretty good money. Just bounce around between the south and east and some Midwest, because it looks like that those markets are pretty good for flatbeds. With flatbeds, I don't personally do them. I did do them, a while back. I know for a fact, stay away from the West Coast, stay away over here with the flatbeds. You might send them over there for some really good money, but then you're going to be stuck. You're not going to get a load and you're going to regret it. So you're better off just bouncing around these markets here with the flatbeds. If you stay in the Midwest, South, and East, you should be pretty good with them. Like I said, you could throw a rock over there down south and you're going to hit a plus 100 load to truck ratio market. So right now, the flatbeds are the hottest trailers by far from the dry vans, reefers, and flatbeds. So if you got a flatbed, you're probably making a decent amount of money. If you drive one, you haul one, you book loads, let us know how you're doing in the comments. But flatbeds are definitely where it's at right now. Finally, let's end over here with the reefer trailers, see how they're doing. About a month and a half ago, the reefer trailers on an absolute rampage. It was a bunch of hot markets, a bunch of high-paying loads. But as you can see now, it cooled down quite a bit. California did start picking back up because they were looking pretty bad before. They're still not red hot, but they are picking up from what they were. Produce season's around the corner, so I'm sure a lot of people are going to be going out there to make that money. But, Texas, same thing, hot. It's normal for reefers. That's not great. I mean, Midwest is not that great. South Dakota, I don't trust it. I would stay away from it. That's definitely for sure. And East Coast with Elizabeth and Philly and Harrisburg market look pretty good. The rest of the country looks pretty weak. I'm not a huge fan of the reefers. I just, if you miss an appointment at one of those delivery places, you're going to be waiting a day, maybe two, till they get a new appointment. You're running a reefer breaks down, you get claims. I'm really not a big fan of reefers. I don't like them. I just, I mean, when they get hot, you can make some money, but overall, if anything, if I was going to choose, I'd probably go with flatbeds. I mean, I do a lot of drive-ins. That's what I like the best. It's the easiest. But if I had to choose something else besides the drive-in, I'd probably go to flatbed because reefers just annoy me. I hate making appointments. I hate missing appointments. I hate worrying about the temperature. They really just, reefers just really get me angry for some reason. But as you can see by the map, they're not looking too hot right now. So you're probably not doing that great with reefers at the moment, just based on this map. Hopefully they're going to pick up because, like I said, produce is coming up. That should, definitely, bump up the rates a little bit for the reefers. But as of right now, the protect from freeze loads are gone and stuff like that. So the reefer's not looking too hot. Now, when we go into the snapshot numbers for the week, month, and year, as we can see over here, you got the vans for the week, they're minus 2%. For the month, they're minus 34% from January. That's a drastic change because the dry vans we're picking up, like I said, they were doing pretty damn good, and all of a sudden just like nosedived out of nowhere, which kind of, I had my hopes up and then just crushed my dreams. But they're up 67.5% from last year, so that's a good sign. Then spot rates we won't worry about. Then flatbed, same thing. They're up plus 5% from last week, plus 27% from last month. And check this out, plus 120.6% from last year, man. I don't know what's going on, but these flatbeds this year, they're absolutely on a rampage. If you got a flatbed, I'm hoping you're making a lot of money because this is your time to shine right now. Reefers, minus 10% from last week. And then minus 31% from last month. Like I said, about a month and a half ago, reefers went on a complete run. And now all of a sudden, like 31% decrease in reefers. But from last year, they are up 75%, So just taking a look at the numbers, you kind of can see like what trend everything's going into. Flatbeds definitely, the numbers don't lie. They're definitely the hottest trailer right now. So hopefully you're driving flatbeds, hopefully you're making money. The national spot rates over here, as you can see, dry vans are just going down horrible. You can see the $1.99 went down from 202 from last month. So they're down. Flatbeds just up every single month. Reefers just bam, dive. Like I feel bad for people with reefers out there. Just take a look at this, pause it, zoom in a little bit if you want to take a look at it a little bit better. But these are the averages per mile by month so far. We're in March, so this is the average of up to whatever yesterday's date or today's date, whatever. Last we got the fuel. Every single week, every single month, fuel's been going down. Not much, minus 0.84%. Still something. I'm pretty sure it's still going to keep on going down. I know this morning I paid like $2.83 for regular for my car. I know diesel's different, but gas prices are going down, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully this continues, save people some money. Hopefully gas goes down, rates go up. As long as everybody does the research, try sending your trucks to the best areas, no matter what type of equipment you have, and make the most money for yourself.